Philander Smith College. And my name is Alex Erdmann.
And I'm Bria Murphy.
And we're glad to be back with you this week, the week of February the 4th, 2013, with your PSC Panther news. Today we have a lot of news to cover of things that are happening around campus.
True we do. Like this past week, the Philander Panther Programming Council has been very active on our campus.
That's right. It all started this week with Reality Check Game Show. That took place in the M.L. Harris Auditorium, and it gave an opportunity for students to come out and to get a chance to win some money.
Lots of it.
So I've seen students that walked away with $20, $10, $5, and I think the grand prize was $50 or $200, somewhere in there if I'm not mistaken. So it was a great time. Also this week we had the Redefine Me lecture and the Best Rapper and Singer competition that took place. And shout out to Taylor Austin for winning the PSC Champ Award. Congratulations, Taylor. You did an awesome job.
Yep, I sure hope we see more events coming from the PPC coming soon. Also, this week the Sga Elections have started. All the candidates have been working extremely hard to prepare for the elections. So make sure you vote.
That's right, and don't forget, I'll just reiterate, in a minute we're going to go to our Carvon Smith, who has a live interview with one of the candidates. Carvon?
Thank you, Alex. My name is Carvon Smith, field anchor here at PSC News, and we're live today with two candidates who are running for SGA office, President and Vice President Marvin and Christopher. So, explain why you and your cabinet would be the best choice for this election.
I believe that us as candidates and the cabinet that we will have will be the best for Philander Smith College because of the standard that we are trying to create. We're trying to not only renew ourselves as people, but become that light that needs to be shining on this campus. We need leaders on this campus, and nobody's perfect, and I understand that we're all trying to get the better out of ourselves, but the students need to come first.
Exactly, and everybody knows the lead of a president. The president's responsibility is to be loyal, responsible, honest, and to take the responsibility of being the voice of the voiceless. So how will your mission and your motto relates to the school motto, social justice?
Well, being that we and both my running mate have adapted the model of Black excellence, and excellence is defined in the dictionary as an habitual action. So therefore, in order for us to promote Black excellence, we are going to do things in a habitual manner that expresses both the students' opinion, the faculty opinion, and the staff opinion. Our job as an administration is to be the translators and to make sure that the students can read into the language that is being shared by all three of these prime organizations, being the faculty, the staff, and the students. And therefore, Black excellence goes along with the mission of social justice because we practice excellency in social justice issues.
It also talks about responsibility. It's also about accountability on both the students' standpoint and the administrative standpoint, and also the teacher standpoint. Students, as far as making sure work is done on time, as far as little things like being on time in class every day, small stuff like not procrastinating, getting your work done the day of, so that you have time on the weekends to actually do what you would like to do. That type of accountability. And as far as the teacher standpoint, teacher accountability. Making sure that students, as they leave Philander, they're prepared to compete against students that come from Spelman, or students that come from Morehouse, or students that come from Harvard. We should be able to have the same type of benefits that they should have. So everybody on this campus has to be accountable. We have to take initiative so we can be successful in this world.
Right, and this is the reason why we are incorporating graduate programs and internships along with, we have talked to Mr. Deshaun Brown next.
Yes.
And he is allowing us to get in contact with these other schools, these graduate schools who are releasing graduate programs. I believe that social justice is not necessarily equality, but it is equity. And so, therefore, what we are trying to do is to make sure that every student here has an equal opportunity. And how do we do that? Well, we have to make sure that we are on competitive grounds with also other schools. So this is why these graduate schools who we have linked up with We'll offer internships. We'll offer graduate school programs for each major and minor. This way we can be more set up for success. And that's what social justice is. It is equity.
Also, we have, like, over the last about week and a half, and maybe even the week before that, we've been coming together, we've been brainstorming, literally spending up hours, 2 o'clock in the morning, just trying to brainstorm on what we can bring new to this campus. What does this campus need? What have we seen what holes have we seen in this campus that we can fill to make this campus a way better place? We came up with inverse scholarships. That is a main point in our platform. Basically with this, we want to allow students who didn't come in on scholarship, yet they have at least 3 consecutive semesters where they have 3.3s, 3.4s, 3.5s. That's a level of excellence that should be awarded, even if it wasn't sought initially. So we both have talked to Terry Wallace about last week, and he said that it is possible. Chris, D'Amico, and Sadell also did a project about it and presented it to Terry Wallace, so he understands that this is something that the students want. And we showed him how much of a benefit this will actually be to the campus and to students that come here. Because not only would they want to stay here, it gives them incentive to want to make it better.
When it comes to scholarships, there are many universities, many scholarships. Yes, there is the UNCS. Yes, there is FAS well. But many of the students here, we have been led to believe to get discouraged because there's so many of us fighting for these same scholarships that is going to us every HBCU, and it's only a small quantity of those that are going to be given out. Our plan is simple. If we minimize the level of competition, then more people will be able to, it's start an incentive. More people will be able to go out and believe, okay, well, this money is available, and this money is just for Philander Smith College students. So what would I have to do? And that's what we believe we will do. We've already been confirmed.
Well, there you have it, PSC students. This is your opportunity to go out there and vote for your running candidates, which is one of them, Marvin and Christopher. Up next, we have Tanaeya, our other field anchor, who is interviewing the other candidates. Thank you.
Thanks, Carvon. Hello, Panthers. I'm Tanaeya, and today I'm here with Phase 2.
My name is Devin Matheri, and I'm running for president.
And I'm Amber Brown, and I'm running for vice president.
And today I'm here just to ask them a few questions about their candidacy. So the first question I would like to ask you ladies is, explain why you believe that you and your running mate would be the best for this candidacy.
Okay, well, I think that we would be the best choice for this election simply because we're all about social justice. Our platform is really about making Philander a better institution and holding each other accountable as well as the leadership on our campus accountable. We know, we understand the frustrations that a lot of students have on our campus. We've been through the same things. We live on campus. We know the gym hours aren't what they should be. We know the cat food sometimes has an issue. We know about our professors that don't show up for class and things like that. So we feel that we have the most practical ways to solve these issues, and we believe that that would make us the best for the election.
Okay. What is your mission, and how does it relate to the school's social justice mission?
Our mission, our slogan, we're going to start with that, is speak up, speak out, and be heard. So we definitely want you guys' voices to be heard, which also intertwines with social justice. It's all about being heard, getting their voices out there, their opinions out there. So we do want that. Our platform is about accountability isn't a slogan, it's a process. So holding people accountable also intertwines with social justice. So we do want to hold the students as well as the administration, faculty, and staff accountable in all aspects.
I think another thing is that, our mission is for one to graduate academically accomplished students. And a lot of students, too many students, are going through, their 4 years here and graduating and not feeling like they're accomplished at all. And we don't think that's okay, especially for us to be paying upwards of $20,000 for our education here. It's not okay that our academics aren't up to par and we're not getting what we're paying for. Another thing is advocacy. We're here literally just to advocate for the students, to do everything that we can, and we think we've shown that in the rally that we did at the board meeting in last semester, actually, where we went and we actually, me, Amber, and a couple other people wrote draft after draft after draft of the letter that Michelle presented, Michelle Whistling our current president presented to the board. We got 400 plus signatures on our petition, and we did a silent rally, and people on the board really understood that we were serious about our education and serious about the things that we were bringing to their attention. So that's how we think our mission and our platform fits into Philander and social justice.
Okay. And then how does your platform differ from others, or like what are some highlights, some key points that you guys are working on this election?
Our platform is simple. We're really focusing on 3 main things: academics, communication, and follow-through. And within those, accountability really intertwines, because for academics, we want to hold professors accountable to Frank James, even to their students, about coming to class. We want to hold other students accountable by setting up incentive programs for students who may not be doing so well, giving GRE books or prep courses and things like that for MCATs and LSATs and all those other standardized tests that
we also have course evaluations. Those are not being utilized correctly, so we do want to put more emphasis on that and find feasible solutions with the course evaluations, speaking to Beverly Richardson about those, because the students aren't really getting what they need out of those, course evaluations. We still have the same professors, so we want to know, like, are we really being heard when it comes down to that? Okay. We also are focusing on communication, and one of the incentives that we have is that we want to do, Gerald Thomas and Sade Daniels did Dessert with the Bosses, so we're trying to work smart, not hard. So what we decided to do is to utilize that again with our administration and have Sweet Talk with the bosses. We actually did one of those with us, running Sweet Talk with the candidates in the CAF this past week. So we want to continue with that so that the voices of the students can be heard to the Board of Trustees or any of the administration, Dr. Moore, Frank James, for them to have their voices be heard in that aspect.
Okay. Anything else you guys would like to say? Any last remarks?
One of the slogans that are on one of our posters is "You can't manufacture passion," and what that means to us is that we are really truly passionate about the changes that we want to make on our campus. We're really passionate about Philander and the mission that it stands for, and we know that, or we feel at least, is that with us being elected for your SGA administration for next year, that a lot of the changes will be made, and you guys will see our work ethic.
Speak up, speak out, to be heard. Vote. February 16th.
Thank you, Braxton, for sitting down with the Panther News, and good luck on your election.
Thanks, guys.
And up next, we can't forget about those PSC Panther basketball teams. The girls and the guys defeated Russ College. So congratulations, they defeated them this past Wednesday. Keep up the great work. You're really putting Philander on the map.
I have to say it, the PSC community is doing big things, especially for this week. If you didn't know, Sex Week is this coming week, February 4th to the 9th. I should see all of you there. So, check your emails. The theme for Sex Week is reality check. So come out to support the following events. On Monday, it's I Wanna Sex You Up. It's at 7 p.m. in the Kendall New Gym. On Tuesday will be the reality of it all. There will be a presentation at 11 p.m. in the Kendall New Gym presented by AR Care. And from 12 to 4 p.m. there will be STD and HIV testing. It's campus-wide, so everyone's welcome to come. On Wednesday, there will be a movie, Just Another Girl, on the IRT. That will be at 7 p.m. in the Kendall New Gym. And on Thursday.
Don't forget Thursday.
Thursday. It's not everybody's doing it.
Let's say that again. Thursday.
All right. There will be a presentation by Dr. Lindsay Marsh Warren, and she'll be presenting on Confessions of a Sexual Purity Revelation at 7 p.m. in the Kendall New Gym. So everyone, I'd like to see you all there. Everyone show up, please.
Yes, come out and support the entire weekend. We thank our school for making that possible. Also, we have on Sunday Kicking It with the candidates in the RLC from 2 to 4. I believe that'll be the Sunday, February the 3rd, 2013. Also, make sure you all come out to the presidential debate in the M.L. Harris at 6 p.m. That'll take place on Tuesday, February the 5th, if I'm not mistaken, 2013. So you'll get a chance to see the candidates, and you'll see the platforms and the things they have to offer. Also, as you heard already, a couple of our candidates, we do have a third candidate that'll be with us, and Tanaeya and Carvon will be interviewing Barbership and Kai Carey towards the end of this segment. So they're getting ready for that. So just be supportive of the candidates. Make sure you make a wise selection. Don't let it be based on popularity or based on your friends, but let it truly be unbiased and based on who do you think deserves and is capable of representing you the best. So make sure you do that.
Hi, we're here with our final candidates who are running for SGA office.
My name is Barbara Schiff and I am running for president.
My name is Kai Carey and I'm running for vice president.
And I'm Tanaeya. Thank you guys for taking time out of your busy schedule. I understand that you were doing community service, so I'm just going to give you a few questions and hopefully we can get this going. And first, can you explain to me why you and your running mate are the best for this election?
Okay, well I can definitely handle that. Barbara and I were both juniors, so we've been here for a while now, and since we've gotten on to this campus, we've definitely established ourselves as leaders on this campus. We've started many initiatives since we've gotten here when it comes to things like running in the different RSO offices. Myself, I've carried several positions in the National Institute of Science, the Pre-Medical Society, some with leadership, the Student Conduct Committee, and Barbara, she's currently the secretary of our current SGA administration. So we've definitely proven ourselves in the way that we know how the organizations on this campus already run, and we've proven ourselves in the previous offices that we've held. Also, we've taken many initiatives. Barbara, she's currently working on something called Project A for the STEM department, and I'll let her explain that a little.
Yes, Project A is a project that myself and a few other students here at Philander, including one alum, I won't divulge his names because I don't know if he wants it out there, and a board of trustee member of ours, Mr. Sga Duvall. And basically what it is we saw certain issues that were going on in our own department, being the STEM department, being as not having, sufficient equipment to test certain things in the lab. We have old chemicals that are older than probably all of us combined. We have, decomposing animals and things like that. So we wanted to partner up and maybe, find certain ways to deal with these, these issues that are going on by finding certain companies like Stericycle to come in and to, decompose efficiently of these, animals and everything.
So we've started many initiatives. Another thing is when it comes to the community service I was mentioned earlier, we were working at the Commerce Community Garden where we help grow vegetables and herbs for the members of the community within the area. And we wanted to take that onto campus and actually start the Panthers Garden. So I feel like all of these different things that we've been able to list just now is definitely a reason why we feel we should be placed into office, because we haven't waited until we've been given the authorization to do anything for Philander Smith College. We just have such a love and a passion for this institution that we've went out of our way and we've done all of these things already. And regardless of whether we take office or not, we're going to continue to do these things because we just have a love for our college.
Most definitely. I think it's safe to say that our service and devotion and our passion to our institution has not started with this campaign, nor will it end with it.
So, with that, can you elaborate on your mission for SGA office and how does it relate to the model of Philander Smith, social justice?
You want to start it up?
Yeah, I can start that one off. Everything that Barbara and I basically sat down and talked about what we would like to do within our administration if we got elected, we were able to split into 3 different initiatives. Our Overhaul Initiative, the Cornerstone Initiative, and the Golden Peak Initiative. Within those separate initiatives, there are different pillars that we want to be able to handle individually and take on, and you can start with the overhaul.
With the pillars, okay. As far as the overhaul initiative, 3 pillars stand on them. One is the restructuring of our Senate, which is currently an extension of SGA. Our RSO report board, which brings all RSOs on campus together to just make sure that there are always things going on for students to be involved with. We really want to increase the student morale and involvement on campus. And then our last one would be, let's see, I have overhaul. And INPYLA. And basically, it's kind of an extension of what the current administration has done by starting the FYI program, which is the first year internship for freshmen to come in, to get to know, the ropes of the schools, to get to see how different people lead in different organizations. So we really want people to come in and understand that sometimes it's not just Philander. It just may be you being lazy or may not taking the initiative. So we really want to bring students as soon as they hit these grounds on Philander Smith College, they come through those gates. Us as leaders, we're grabbing them in our arms and starting to mentor them from day one.
Definitely. And then moving on to our second initiative will be the Cornerstone Initiative. The pillars within that would be our green campaign, our community outreach, and academics. Now with community outreach, Barbara and I have already started on that, like I said before, when it comes to our garden and things like that. But we've also spoken on different programs that we can get together when it comes to the radio station that's just across the street, or even rekindling the ties between our institution and Arkansas Baptist College, which is right down the street. Because we feel as if there's no reason why two black colleges with common interests so close in proximity can get together and actually work together to better themselves. And also, the next pillar, academics, when it comes to that, we want to start a committee. This committee will include students and faculty that will be able to go through all of the curriculums within each department and actually assess these curriculums for how up-to-date and modern they are, make sure that textbooks are up-to-date and things like that. And we also wanted to implement taking the major fields tests within each major and department, because within our own department, the biology department, seniors are required to take the major fields test. Now this is a national standardized test, so nearly every college within Arkansas takes this test, and if Philander were to begin implementing that for every major, it will be a means by which we can compare our curriculum across all fields to all of the other colleges within the U.S. And with doing that, we'll know from where we are and how to make that better. The last pillar was the green campaign. Now we really want to work on beautifying the campus. So we want to get some flowers on campus, things like that. We want to get all of the other organizations involved with that. That's the first thing. Also, we want to reduce the amount of paper use on campus. And one of the things that we actually thought about was when it comes to advertising for events and things like that for RSOs, the amount of flyers that get put up and that are not even seen, things like that, we found it to be ridiculous. So when we decided to run our campaign, we made a paperless campaign. No papers were used in advertising any of our events. What we decided to do is create t-shirts. All of our t-shirts have QR codes on them which direct you straight to our webpage. And we believe that with any RSO, as long as they were able to make a QR code, and we'd be more than happy to help them make them, we could get them to do their webpage, and as they have new events, they can update their webpage or anything like that. And we can use t-shirts and stands that can be used over and over and over again to promote these events. So that would definitely reduce the amount of paper waste on campus.
Okay. Thank you for explaining your platform to us.
So, and also, how does your platform differ from others?
I think when it comes to our platform, we aren't just presenting things and just saying we're going to do this and do this, our hopes and our wishes. I think we're really coming with an action plan, honestly. Having certain connections and rapport with certain people that are already in the community, especially when it comes to our community outreach. We're already building rapport with some people that we really want to focus on, like our radio station that's across the street. I mean, you know, they're right there and we really don't have a strong rapport. That could possibly be free advertisement that we can exchange on both parts. Maybe agreeing if we put a banner, say, for instance, in the men's gym, and, you know, that's free advertising for them if, you know, out of the year we get so many, you know, free slots or something like that. Building a rapport with the Commerce Garden, because Mr. CJ will be playing a very vital role when it does come to starting the Panther Den, which the current administration is working on right now. So we're really coming with an action plan to present to students to show them how we're going to do these specific things.
Well, there you have it, viewers. This is your opportunity to go out there and vote. What are you waiting for? Go vote.
Thank you once again to our field anchors. Guys, don't forget that student voting is from February 6th to the 8th, and it will be available through your email.
Yes, and make sure you can also contact Beverly Richardson. But again, that'll be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You'll have the opportunity to vote. It'll be a link in a survey where you can normally do it through your email. Just wanted to reiterate that. Also, it's that time of year again when those refunds come out. I know some of you had the first batch this past Friday. And just want to encourage you, don't spend it all in one church offering. But make sure you spend wisely. Remember, we just wanted to encourage you to remind you that when you do get a refund, yes, it's your money, but don't forget it is a loan and you do have to pay that back one day. So make sure you're wise about your spending and do what's most important and you know that it's feasible to you. Also this week, we have on Tuesday, February 5th, 2013, our Black History program. That'll be at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the Harry R. Kendall Elders Hall. And so don't forget about that. Also, Zeta Black History Trivia will be 7 o'clock p.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. in the Kendall Nugent Center. So make sure you attend both of those events as well this week. It's a busy week, but you have an opportunity to get involved, so please do.
Also this week, on Thursday, February 7th, we have chapel at 11 a.m. I'd like to see everyone come. It'll also be Sigma Thursday, sponsored by Sigma Gamma Rho. They'll be having their Sigma Thursday in the RLC courtyard. On Friday, February 8th, we have Black Male Appreciation from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. in the Harryard Kendall Nugent.
So yeah, make sure you come out and support. Also, remember, we want to incorporate an inspirational quote for this week. Your attitude reflects your opinions and feelings about someone or something. So I heard someone famous say one time that your attitude determines your altitude. So even when you go through things in your life, have a positive attitude. I'm a living witness. That will encourage you to continue to hang on and to ascend to new horizons. And lastly, this week in history, on February 4th, 1789, George Washington, the commander of the Continental Army during the Revolutionary War, was elected the first president of the United States of America. So that's our thing in history today, and that'll conclude this segment. Remember, this is the PSC newscast, where we are your #1 source for residential life and campus news. Thank you. Hello, PSC, and I'm here with the Panther News crew, and we just wanted to remind you to subscribe to us on YouTube at PSC Panther News.
And don't forget to like us on Facebook at PSC Panther News also. Thank you.